Yeah. So, yeah, welcome everybody. This is a newbie session, uh, different from our normal coaching sessions. Where this is just targeted at newbies or struggling. And now we've created a new category, returning freelancers. So, whether you're a newbie, you're struggling, or you're returning, you left, this is for you. Now, like I said, if you from one of the questions someone asked in our previous session, that you left for this is for returning freelancers. Now you left, you came back, and you came back, and things have changed. So what do you do? How do you handle it? Like the answer I gave is that nothing has really changed. It's just the user interface. The fundamentals is the same. Now, so Blossom, you are returning, you are a designer. The first thing you do is this. You check other designers in your niche, like I said, and what's the in thing in quotes? Pardon my French. So what's the in thing in the space, in the UI UX space? What do I mean by what's the in thing? What's the thing that is popping up? What are the things that the people in your niche are putting on their profile? What are the things they are putting on their overview? What are the things they are putting in their portfolio? What are the things they are putting in their skills that is making them pop up? So look, this is an example, 200K and all the things on their tagline. You see another person, this one is Rising Talent, $700 and see their tagline. This is a top rated plus, 9K, see their tagline. So now these are taglines you want to copy. You want to, okay, even if you just copy it, like without even editing anything there, but you should be creative yourself though. But from the beginning, you can just be an imitator before you become an innovator. So even if you just copy these taglines, copy and paste, like you see, the tagline is working. Just copy and paste it for yourself. See this one, Alex, we'll check this profile, 900K and almost $1 million. Now, this is someone that is fascinating. So that means a UI UX designer can earn close to $1 million. And these are the mindset you need to have. The question is, what are they doing that you're not doing? You're a UI UX designer. You are both in the same UI UX. So let's check this person's profile. This is Alex's profile. So you can check the profile because this is, jumps out to us in the sense that UI UX and they've made close to that. So look at this. Then you can study their overview. What are the things that they talked about in their overviews? See what it is. It started with, I'm here to help your business grow through design, blah, blah, blah. Then talked about the skills. So now you can then talked about the tools I use. So now the point is this, now you can from this thing, you can learn from this. Now you can learn from this. So that's the first thing. Yeah. So you can learn from this overview in the sense that you can look at the overview and just duplicate it. And I have a video where I created how you can just copy and paste this overview into ChatGPT and to create one for yourself. Just this same template can be duplicated for you depending on how you want it. Just tell it to twist it in the sense and just talk to ChatGPT. Now, but learning from this profile, for example, what are the things you can learn from this profile apart from the money they've made? Let's just ignore that for now. Now you can see that they have a meet video, they have a video introduction. So these are the things you should be adding to your own profile. They created a YouTube video of 1 minute explaining meet yourself. See, that means you can also create something like this, seconds to 1 minute. And I'm sure there are tools that that can help you create all these things. In there, I can put your portfolio and put your skills, put your YU in 1 minute. So these are something that you should check. Now, then the next thing is, as I said, I've mentioned the taglines, the different taglines that we saw. This one does not need to care about tagline that much because of the money they've made, but you can see this tagline too. It's something you can, if this is a tagline that use keyword, UI UX designer, Webflow, keyword, Figma, keyword, UI platform, website design, keyword, landing page, keyword. So that means you can learn from the SEO keyword that this person is using. Then let's scroll down. Then you check their portfolio. What are the things in their portfolio you can learn from? Like how did they stream do their portfolio? Just copy, imitate, like check. This is someone that earned close to $1 million in your niche. It tells you what is possible. So do that. Put as many portfolio as you can too. Okay. So you can check their profiles, check their taglines, like I said, check, you know, everything on their profile. Now we've talked about the tagline, we've talked about the overview, we talked about the video introduction, check the portfolio. So and what I notice is that people in this niche also put, they have a lot of portfolio. If you notice, this person put as many portfolio as they can, because he sent a psychological this thing that this person is an expert with plenty portfolio. Then look at the skills, they added the skills. So look at these skills to duplicate them. Then look at the project catalogs too. They added some project catalogs, even added up to a lot of project catalogs. You should also have that on your profile. See this profile. Look at this profile. Look at this profile is fully, like as you can see, this profile is fully loaded. So and these are just things you can just see. Everything on this profile, duplicate it on your profile. That's all. And you're good to go. Your profile, just use this as a yardstick for your profile. This is close to $1 million. And like I said, you can check other people too that have earned close to, at least that are doing so well in your niche. This person is okay. Senior UI UX person too. As you can see, you can go to the profile, see, as you can see too, see the plenty portfolio. See what I said about them having a lot of portfolios. Especially so this is something you can also have too for yourself. Have a lot of portfolios, so like as you can see the project catalog, he added just one, but certification, as you can see, he added, one manually. So you can see that this, like as you can see this profile, because it starts with your profile. It starts with your profile affects your proposal, your profile affects everything. So as you're returning, you're a designer, you go back, you make your profile rock solid. That's the first thing you do. Now, after profile, then you go into search. And your profile is good, then it becomes searching and applying for jobs. And that's as simple as that. There are 3 ways to search. There are 3 ways to search that I now talked about. Before I used to say there are 2 ways. Now I'm saying there are 3 because things continue to change. Now, the first way to search is this your feed. Right now, because Upwork changed this feed. Before, this feed used to be RSS. Now you can automate your feed yourself. So let's start with your feed. It means that your saved jobs, every job you save, which we'll talk about in the other 2 to 3, second and third part of searching, your saved jobs populate your feed. And you can edit them. You can edit your saved jobs, as you can see. If you see this criteria, for example, look at the things inside this saved search. Like in the category of writing, less than 5 to 10, and payment verified. Email marketing keyword, less than 5 to 10, payment verified. Copywriting keyword. So now let's go back. Let's just go to number 2 first before we come back to number 1. And I'll, let's just show you. So for example, let's do design, or let's just do UI UX design. UI UX design. Let's just do UI UX. Now, this is keyword. You type in the keyword of UI UX, it takes you into the search, like it takes you into the search panel, showing you the jobs that have the keyword UI UX. So as you can see, if you then always check this left-hand side, see the number of jobs there. It gives you an idea that you're searching right or not. Because ideally, if you are using no filters, you should see if you add these 3 together, entry, intermediate, and expert, it should be giving you 150,000, give or take, plus or minus. Now, if it's not giving you like this right now, we've already put a keyword, so that's why it has reduced. But you should check this so that you know that you are searching right. Now, I've jumped into the second way to search, which is by keyword. I'll go back to number 1 because I just want to use one of the things you can do in number 2 to help your number 1. So this is the second way to search using keywords. So we type in UI UX as a keyword, and as you can see here, then you can do the filters less than 5. These are the filters I like most. Just by that, I don't want anything more. Less than 5 to 10, and payment verified. That's all. Just focus on those ones. That's all. So it's less than 5 to 10, payment verified. Then you can see the jobs I show here. Then when you scroll down, these are the way I like to. I like to make sure that the job per page is 50, so that I don't need to, because if it's not 50, it takes you 5 times, next page, 5 times instead of once. Now you can see the jobs. Look at this, for example, full-time expert. This is 4 hours ago, as you can see, $350. So you are saying you are seeing $15. It means if you are searching right, you can see I'm not in your niche and I'm searching and see what I'm seeing. Then you need to pay attention to other things I've taught you. But let's just go back to this one. So this one was posted 4 hours ago. Now, the way I like to search, let me just not jump into, the way I like to search is I like to save. Like that's the way I like to say. I like to save these searches. So anything that interests me, and how do I check what interests me? Normally, I just check this number of stars. I look for 4.5 upward or even 4 upward. Now, when it's 4 upward, I will go and read and I'll show you what I need to read. But I look for like 5 stars, 4.5 marks at least. So, yeah, now this is it. So, you save them, like, because when you're scrolling through, when you finish scrolling, you just look at the ones you see that, okay, they fit your criteria a little bit, you save them. This one is looking for, Now, right from like, how do I just quickly know what to save? And I've mentioned that. I look at these things, it's already 5.0. I look at the amount spent, it's 6K plus. That's the person has spent money. I look at the money that, okay, this is $10 to $15. That's fair. I save it. Now I'll check it more. That means I'll check it more. Then scroll down again. So look at this one, $600, estimated $300 from India. Now I'm not a biased person, but people have had experiences, but let's just still save it and just open our options, just open our mind. So you scroll down like that. This one from Estonia, 20K spent. You can see, but this was posted last week. I don't know why the thing is still featuring, but I can still check it out now. Normally, I like to just stop at 2 days ago. So, but this is 14 hours ago. This is 12 hours ago. We've saved some jobs already. And it's because of the keyword we use. Now, you can now save this keyword. You can save this search. I just click on save search, UI UX, and it will save. That's all. This is the first way to search. Any keyword you input will determine like anything you see. Simple, straightforward. Now, you can clear these filters. You can go into this advanced search to clear this other filter. I just click on search, like I remove the filter and click on search. And you will see what I say about having 150,000 here. Now this is the clean search. So now from this, the other way to search if you're a designer is to go to categories. This is number 3. I've showed you number 2 ways to search. Number 3, I started with number 1, but I didn't talk about it because I wanted to save some search for you. Then go back to number 1 and show you how number 1 works. Now, if you're a designer, you see design and creative. So inside design and creative, you can either choose everything because sometimes jobs, they fall into different categories depending on what the AI does, or just depending on what you want. Say, okay, I don't want everything. Let me just select what I really want. But sometimes I just like to choose all because, like I said, sometimes the jobs, the client can be a new client and they'll go and put it in a different category, which is based on what I want, basically. So all design and creative, less than 5 and 5 to 10, and payment verified. Now, these filters this will filter down all the jobs in your niche, in this niche now. Look at design and creative. Like, look at the amount of jobs in design and creative. It means that as a designer, 11,000 plus 3,000 is 14,000, 15,000 plus jobs. Like, I should be able to see some jobs that fit into my criteria here now. Look at this. So let's just save this too as a, design category. Now, when you save jobs, your jobs will be, you can now check your saved jobs one by one here. But before we get there, let's go back to the find work page. So I've showed you 2 ways to search. I've showed you the keyword. I've showed you this category. I've mentioned this over and over. But I just want to show you this first part. Now, remember that we've saved UI, UX, we've saved design categories. These save searches. Now, when you come back here, when you've had save searches like these 2, for example, design and category and UI, UX, there are 2 ways you can land on this. You can click on this from this save search here, or you can click on this from these options here. Remember, I showed you this manage before where you can manage them. You can edit it, you can rename it, you can delete it. So you can see design UI UX. You can manage your save searches. Now, if you click on it here, it will take you to the search filter. If you click on it here, it will say, so next time you log in, when you save a search, you don't need to go back again. If you click on it, it will take you to search filter, then you can go back. Like you can continue searching from there. But if you just click on it here, so there are 2, as you can see. One is at the top with a green, the other one is at the top in the white brackets. Or yeah, let's just call it a white. It's not a circle. More like I don't know what to call this. Now, but look at this. If you click on design category here, it will show the jobs in this feed here. So if you don't want to go into that search filter place, maybe you don't like how it might look clumsy to you. You just want it to scroll down and show you the jobs. It will show you here. Now, if you also want, so this is the first way to search. I was wanted to, maybe I should just call this one the third way to search, because I came back to it. But I've showed you by search, by keyword. I've showed you by category. Now, if you can see here, it means that you can click on this one here. You can click on the UI UX keyword that we used. It should show you the UI UX jobs here. Then you can scroll down. Now it will follow your filters because you've already selected, you've already added those filters. So it will, so just by here, you won't see jobs that are not in your filter. And if you go to this my field, all your saved jobs will just be showing, plus design, plus UI UX, plus everything that was there before. They will just be showing for you. So this is your feed, personalized for you. Now, as you can see here, if you can read what this thing said, he said you can build a personal feed of relevant jobs for yourself by saving up to 30 searches. Now, as you can see, the amount 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just 5. It means that you can save up to 30 and create your own personalized feed. So that's it. You create your personalized feed from here. So, and if you want to see all of them, it will show, or if you want to just go into search some of the saved search one by one, and you can see them here. Now, with your profile, with your search, save searches, and some of the jobs you've completed, now you can also start getting some best matches based on your profile. As you can see, jobs that match your profile, you will see them in your best matches here. Now, best matches and most recent will not filter for you. So you have to be careful to just know that you're looking for your less than 5 and 5 to 10, as you can see here. So you check them here because it will just already show you. Now, what this best match means is that when you submit proposals for these kind of jobs, your proposal is like a best match for it. That's what it means. So you can, but most times you might not see jobs there. Other times you see jobs there. Most recently, we just arrange it based on how fast or how recent they post it. And they also match your skills and your profile description to the skills the client are looking for. Now, if you read this very well, recent job that match your skills, this is where the skills section that I mentioned came in. This is where I like to tell people to fill their skills well, because it will affect the jobs that come here. Now, then you can see that we also saved some jobs before when we're using the categories and when we're using the keywords. Now, what do you do when you saved jobs? You check them one by one. So let's see, this one was posted 4 hours ago. You check them one by one. And when you check them one by one, then and there, you need to start checking. First of all, IR rates. This is 8% IR rate. This is a no-no. Is a no-go area. Because this client will post jobs, 1,100 and something jobs. But 8%, that means this client posts jobs most times and they don't hire. You don't want to risk your connect. They're even looking for people in the Philippines. But that's just, because the first no-go area was that 8%. Now, this is how you narrow down jobs. So this one says, and this is another one posted 13 hours ago. You check what is the IR rate for them. This one is 78% IR rate, which is good. 5-star review, which is good. 6K spent, good. They pay $10 per hour, it's fair enough. Then you go back to check the activity. 5 to 10 people have submitted. The client still viewed it 12 hours ago. It means you can check this. You can apply for this after reading and you see that you fit. Then you can read about what they said about the client. The client's name is Ivan. So it gives you who the client is. So Ivan mentioned twice already. So that means when you're writing your proposal, you're directing it to Ivan. So you click on this, you click on apply now. It takes you to where you need to apply for the jobs. It takes you to where you want to apply for the jobs. Then you use the right profile you need to use. It will tell you the amount of connects you need. You read the job description very well. Then you put your normal hourly rate. Now, hourly rate of the client budget is this, so you put the one that fits there. If you don't meet the hourly rate of the client budget, don't bother applying. Then schedule a rate increase if you want. Most times I don't put it. Clients will do it themselves. But if you know that, you know what you want, you can also schedule a rate increase. They can tell you to never schedule a rate increase, or you schedule a rate increase yourself. Then you put the hourly rate. If you see, they say the client says their budget is 10 to 15, so that means I can put 15. I like to use the upper limit since they say that's what they want. Don't form on humility. I like to use upper limit. Then you put your cover letter, you attach samples. Now you can add portfolio projects. You can add a certificate from your profile. So if you have things on your profile, you can add them. As you can see, you can add jobs or portfolio or certificates. You can add them on your as you like. You can add up to 4, apart from files that you can attach from your portfolio. Then yeah, you can see some people have boosted their proposal. If you want to boost, fine. If you don't want to boost, you leave it. So yeah, if it's so 14 Connect plus amount you want to use to boost, in case you want to boost, maybe it's a job that is for you and you want to be top of the queue, then you can boost. But if you really don't want to boost, you can just send and just apply for the job. So that's straightforward how to apply for jobs as in simple form, and in just go straight to the point format. No need to just beat around the bush. I've showed you your profile, searching, the 3 ways to search, and I've showed you submitting proposals. As simple, as straightforward as that. Let's check these other jobs too. The same thing is, see, this one says only candidates from this location. So you don't waste your time. You don't meet the criteria. Bam. Like, we didn't really even go deep into search, because if you don't go deep into search, most times you can save like 20 jobs and narrow those 20 jobs into 5 and maybe apply for 2 or 3 of them. This was posted last week. I don't know why it's still showing, but we can scroll down and see what is happening. But the client checked it 5 days ago. They're looking for people in Europe, America, Oceania. So the client just checked it 5 days ago. So it means this is a no-go area. The client did not send someone, but it's a no-go area. Now, sometimes if the client has a 100% higher rate, I can, like, if you see a job that was posted and they've not hired, but the person has an 100% higher rate, it means that they will hire. So even though the job is more than 2 days ago, you can still risk it. But the idea is, when you are searching and when you are filtering out, the idea is go for the jobs that meet your criteria more than taking risk. Yes, you can take risk, but please follow the fundamentals 80% of the time, 90% of the time. You can take risk 10% of the time. So that if it does not work, you know that you are the one that is taking the risk. But if it works, you know that, okay, yes, I gambled and it worked out for me. So this pretty much, returning freelancer. You can see that nothing has changed. This is pretty much how it is. This is pretty much what's happening. So if anybody has any question based on what I've said, you can ask me and I can answer them for you.
Thank you for the explanation.
Okay. So you understand everything perfectly?
Yeah, yes, sir. Sure.
Okay. Does anybody else have any question for me? Based on everything I've showed you. Now, other thing is this. As a newbie, another thing you should be taking advantage of is your start. So let me just add this to newbie, because this is not when you were there. I'm not sure it was like this. So there's something called start and trends. You click on your profile here of your face, or at your top right, and you see a start and trend under your profile. So you can click on it. So this is another thing you should pay attention to. It gives you an idea of a lot of things to check out. So you can see what is happening. Just check out the stats. You can see profile views. You can see proposal sent, job success call. Like, you can see what's happening in the last 30 days, in the last, as you can see, this particular person, 3 proposal, 2 reviewed, 1 interview, 1 hired. So it just gives you what's happening on, profile views, to gives you what's happening, how many people have viewed the profile last 7 days, last 30 days. Then you can see what do you need to do to become top rated, what are the requirements you need to become top rated, and and on, top rated plus 2, and on like that. So yeah, but as a newbie, you should pay attention to these stats. It's very, very, like, it works for you will see your job success score, you can track it, you can view the insight on it, and you can see what you need to do. So what do I mean by insight? Now, this particular profile does not have insight, but I should show you what insight is. So if you click on this job success score insight, it will show you what's happening, like how do you earn your success score, like what do you need to do to upgrade your success score, and see. So you can just go and read. These are things that they added new as a returning freelancer. Like, this is new, but you can it's readable and straightforward. There's even a video that explains it. So that's nothing add. As you can see, there's a video you can go through